Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a can. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty.
Hey guys, so as you can see by the title, this is gonna be a story time slash like little get ready with me on the time my friend tried to steal my man. Yes, girl, she tried to take my man. You know I wasn't going for that. I did a poll on Instagram and asked you guys what story time that should I do, and the one that won was the time my friend tried to steal my man. Yes, you heard right. Tried to steal my man, girl. We're just gonna get straight into the video, so sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and let's get into this, okay? Grab my teacup. Alright guys, so we're just gonna get right into the video like I said. So we're gonna start off with how I just start off doing my face. So I'm just gonna talk and do my face, blah blah blah. But I should have probably set out my products. Alright, so I'm gonna start off by brushing up my hairs up, but I'm gonna try my best to like tell this story and talk because I'm not really good at multitasking at all. So let's just see. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I'm gonna outline my brows with some concealer. Some concealer. And the concealer is from MAC Cosmetics, so that's that. But yeah, so let's start off with the story. I'm already doing kind of bad, but basically I was talking to this one guy, and you know, it was cool and we was kicking it or whatever, and I had just previously got out in a relationship already, so it was just like something to do, you know, because I really wasn't looking for nothing serious. But at the same time, I'm a Cancer, so it's like, how do you not look for something serious? You feel me? But anyway, so it was the summertime, and you know, we're just vibing, doing our thing, cooling and kicking it, vibing. So mind you, this guy that I was talking to, he was cool, you know. I known him for a while already, like previously, but I guess he always wanted to talk to me, and I just was bored and gave him a chance, you know. And also trying to just kind of get over my ex that I like just got out of a relationship with. So that was that. I feel like I'm really sucking at the story, and it's like I have to do a whole face video. So we're vibing it, you know, it's summertime basically, and and I'm going in with this eyeshadow palette from the crayon case. It's called Raw Sauce. Yep, that's that. Alright, so we're kicking it and vibing and stuff like that, and like I had just came back from Miami, so we actually never really hung out. So we was talking while I was in Miami. We were just talking about, you know, chilling, hanging out. So when I finally did get back from Miami, you know, that's what we did. So the first day that we was hanging out, we were supposed to be like alone, but we wasn't. We ended up being with two people. Well, two people. It was my friend, and I want to just say, even this whole title is like my friend stole my man, I want to more say acquaintances, because you know, friends don't do that, and if you do that, then I need you to know you need to go see somebody, because why would you want like your friend's man? You feel me? I feel like that's weird. But anyway, so we're chilling with my friend, but mind you, the friend that we're chilling with, she was a friend of my actual friend. So I met her through like my friend, and we just got acquainted, and because we like figured out we knew the same guy, and she was friends with him, and you know, I was talking to him, like, you know, cool, like we could all chill, it ain't about nothing. So like, you know, it was cool. I didn't care, even though I wanted to like be alone for real, but it didn't bother me that we wasn't alone. It was like whatever type of thing. So from there, that first day, like we all chilled out, like it was fun. So I guess we just decided to keep doing it and keep hanging out and stuff. So we're just chilling. Mind you, it's like I said, it was me, her, and his friend. So it was just us three really chilling. So, you know, everything is going cool, everything is fine. So until one day, he's like, you know, you want to go somewhere? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go somewhere. He's just like, you want to go to Six Flags? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go to Six Flags. Like, what are you talking about? So, you know, he's like, okay, well, you could pick like whatever friend that, you know, you want to go with you. So I'm like, bet. So I'm thinking, so in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna take my friend that is actually my friend that I told you, not the one that I like we was hanging out and chilling with because we were mutual. My friend that introduced me to the girl. But my friend said that she had work, so she wasn't able to come with us. So I'm just like, you know what, it's fine if you can't come, whatever. Boom. So the other girl, she said that she's off, she doesn't have work, so she could come. So I'm like, all right, perfect, like, you know, let's do it, shoot, like, you can come. So we plan to go to Six Flags. So we're planning to go to Six Flags, right? So after we plan to go to Six Flags, so it's the day that we're supposed to go to Six Flags, and we all like are meeting up. So he picks his friend up, and then he picks the acquaintance friend up, and we're like, okay, we're gonna, you know, go to Six Flags. So we were making stops and stuff like that. I don't even know why. Maybe oh, so the day of, so that's what I'm saying, I'm so horrible at telling stories, and I'm trying to do my makeup at the same time or whatever. So please bear with me. I'm gonna get better with this whole thing. So anyways, like I said, we're going to Six Flags. So that day we're trying to get tickets, and I forget what was going on as to why like we couldn't get tickets to the Six Flags. So we're like, you know what, let's go to Dorney Park. It was hot that day, and I'm like, you know, if anything, we can like go swimming, because Dorney got the 2-in-1 park instead of like Six Flags where you have to buy a ticket for swimming and or rides, which it didn't really matter to me because I wasn't paying. So, you know, I didn't really care. But we're like, all right, we're gonna go to Dorney Park. So we are about to like head to like, you know, leave now. Like I said, we kept going around and making stops. So before we actually start to get on the road, she was like, oh, her friend texted her. The girl that I was with was like, her friend texted her and was saying like she was also supposed to go to Six Flags, but like I guess she needed a ride or something. So me being in like this, like, you know, I don't really have much friends type of vibe, and just spontaneously thinking, I'm like, you know, oh, she can come with us, no problem, whatever. So they're like, okay, and they invite this girl. But mind you, it wasn't like a random girl, because I knew of the girl. I had went out with her. So like I said, she's my friend. So let me make sure you guys are following. So my friend introduced me to this girl that knew the guy that I was talking to, and then that girl had brought in her friend, but I didn't know anything about her. Like, it was only that one time that we went out, I had did her makeup for us to go out, and that was really it. But it was that time I didn't really even spend a long time with her that night either, because my friend like was telling me that she had a problem with the girl before, but she just tried to basically, like, because it was over something so dumb, she was like, you know, I'm gonna just try to see if I can like put it aside, whatever, you know, where things is different now, so let's just do what we do. But something still happened to where they was like, she was not feeling the girl still. But anyway, fast forward, to the day. Like I said, we're at Dorney Park. Well, we're about to go to Dorney Park. So she's like, you know, I need a ride. I'm like, you know, she can come. It doesn't matter. Boom, 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 boom. So now in my mind, like I said, I wasn't paying. I knew I wasn't paying because he was gonna pay for me. Now, as far as anybody else, I didn't know what their business was, what they was doing. I just know my ticket was paid for. So we get to Dorney Park and everything's cool. So we're at the ticket line and guess who pays for everything? The guy that I was talking to. So in my mind at the time, I was only like, I think I was like, I know I was out of high school, so I had to be like 18. So 18, 19, however old I was at that time, I felt like, you know, that was something cool. Like, you know, oh, a guy paying for you and all your friends, even though, quote unquote, like I said, really wasn't my friends. They were acquaintances of acquaintances at this point, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, big ball shot collar, boom, boom, boom. So everything is all Gucci and gravy. We're in Dorney Park now. We're riding rides and whatever. So now this is where things start to get a little tricky, if you may say. So we're in line for this one ride, all of us, and basically, like, I noticed that he was talking and we was all looking at him. You know, somebody's talking, you're gonna be looking at them, right? Duh. But I had shades on, and I'm debating if I want to put like video clips in this or whatever the case may be, but maybe not. But I had shades on. So as he's talking, the girl that was the friend of the other girl, like, I noticed the way she was looking at the guy. It just was very sus. Very sus. I didn't like it at all. So I'm like, I just noted it. I didn't say anything, and I try not to take it anyway because, like I said, I'm a Cancer. So a lot of times we can take stuff out of the wrong context. And I didn't want to, like, you know, come off insecure or anything like that, because I really didn't care. Like I said, this guy at the time, like, I feel like after that day, because nobody's ever really, like, from that time period, nobody has taken me anywhere. So it was just like, okay, like, you know, he claims to want to talk to me and whatever. Like, he's doing what he needs to do so far to, like, get my attention and keep my attention. You know, it's showing me something different. So I just noted what I seen, but honestly, something in my heart and my gut was just telling me, like, it was not, that look was just, you feel me? Like, like, he wasn't ugly to me. He wasn't ugly, and he was attractive. You know, he has money. The fact that, like I said at the time, me being younger, I thought that was cool and thorough. Like, oh, they're paying for your friends and stuff like that. Fuck that. No, let your nigga pay for your things only, unless you got secure friends, you know, secure nigga and all that. Then I guess that's cool. But other than that, don't let your nigga pay, because bitches, when they're not used to nothing, they start getting besides themselves, if you understand what I mean. So anyways, so now let me just stop and go into the makeup so you guys can follow what I'm doing too, just in case you're here for some tips. But I'm gonna use some translucent from translucent setting powder from OPVB Beauty. I'm just gonna set my face. Sorry guys, keep getting interrupted trying to record this for you guys. Whatever, trying. So like I said, so he was a, you know, good looking guy, and the fact that he's paying for my friends, you know, people, so someone who never had no like money and not used to stuff like that, they're gonna get excited over stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, noted, everything is noted, I ain't tripping, whatever. So you know, the day happens, everything is cool, everything is great, boom. So at this point in my head, I'm like, you know, like this was, I feel like all of us was thinking like this was a fun day, that was, you know, cool, we got to do this again. So we just started all of us. So it's him, his friend, me, my friend, and then her friend, all becoming like this big little group doing things. We started like going to the mall, going to the movies together, stuff like that, you know. Just at this point I'm thinking like I finally got my little friend group, I got my little dude, you know, whatever. Like it's cool, like it's summertime, perfect. Little do I know it was not perfect. I'm gonna go in with some Fenty Beauty 410 setting powder. Well, this is, I think they're for soft matte powder, foundation powder, and I'm just gonna put it on the outskirts of my face, even though I probably should have gone with a 400 because I don't be wanting my face to be a little too dark. All right, so we're now this friend group. Everything is really like fun and cool. So boom, he had a house in Jersey, and you know, one day he invited me to go over there to go see the house and everything. So I'm like, yeah, let's go see the house. And mind you, when I got there, it was a really big house. And if you know Jersey houses are huge. So it's me, the friend, my friend, and his friend. We go to the house, everything is cool, you know, we're kicking it, boom 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 boom. So we like, yo, like this is our house, like on some like YouTube stuff, like this is our house, like we mobbing in here, boom boom boom, you know, this is my house. I'm the one that talked to the niggas, so this is my house for real. As the days go by, like we're all now starting to hang out at this house. Like when I say we're all hanging out this house, we're all hanging out this house. Like we're going grocery shopping, like, you feel me? You would have thought like we was real some YouTubers or something. With no YouTubing, we just chilling there watching movies, doing what, you know, little young teens do or whatever. So now, like I said, we added another person. The acquaintance, my acquaintance, that's my friend, she has a sister, so she bringing the sister in there. So her sister was talking to his friend. I'm talking to the guy. The girls get, my friend acquaintance is gay, so that's that. And then you have her friend that she brought in, and we're just this whole big fun friend group going places, hanging out every single day of the summer. But this is where stuff starts to get tricky. It starts to get real tricky. So as we're chilling every day and stuff like that, I noticed like slowly that like I wasn't being a part of, I was getting left out of the group. They will be going places, like I used to be, I will be waiting for him to come get me and stuff like that, and he'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get you after I'm doing this. I'm like, all right, cool, like, you know, waiting, and then I will see he'll be with them. So I'm like, the fuck going on? So I'm just gonna use some of my Kylie Cosmetics blush. This is the Rosy blush. My favorite, one of my favorite blushes. So I'm getting left out of the friend group. I'm not like really liking it. Like, oh, either they'll come get me late. And mind you, I feel like if I'm talking to you, I'm supposed to be the first person that you're getting picked up. Like, screw them other hoes. Why am I not in your passenger seat? I don't understand. So I'm like being real oblivious to stuff. I'm not even tripping about the whole situation for real. Like, it is what it is. I'm just like trying to figure out, am I bugging? Because why is I keep being the last one to get picked up? Why is it sometimes that I'm not getting picked up? And why is all of them at my house, in my mansion, without me? Like, what is really going on? I don't understand. I hope you can see the makeup and it's not too bright. Hold on. I would be mad if I did this whole video and y'all couldn't even see me. I just turned it down just a little bit, so hopefully you can see better. But you know, why am I being left out of the friend group? If we are a group and I talk to this man, I don't see why I would be getting left out. So I started getting real suspicious. One day, I'm sitting at home waiting to get picked up. You know, just doing me. I done did my makeup. I done did my hair to look cute and everything. And I'm scrolling on my Instagram, clicking through, and I seen the girl of the friend post on Instagram. So I'm like, let me click on her story, see what she's doing. Boop, 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 boop. I clicked on her stories to see what she's doing. And they're all in the car going to the mall. So I'm like, I'm tired of being left out of this situation. What is really going on? But I'm still like giving the benefit of the doubt and not trying to say nothing. But at this point, I'm very irritated and I don't know, like, and then let me really explain why I was irritated. So they're in a car going to the mall, right? But this girl is up in the front seat. If anything, I felt like if anybody should be in the front seat, not to say you guys both need to sit in the back, which you can do, you feel me? But it should have been the friend that I said already knew him, you know? Like, why would you have another girl up in the front seat anyways? That just didn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, okay, people are trying to play me. So that was strike one. She was up in the front seat and they was going to the mall and I was left out. Because I just feel like I need new shoes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But you feel me? Like, I'm just like, what is really going on here? So I let that slide. Okay, let that slide. Now, I feel like at this point, because you know I talked to him. So it's like, what are you even trying to do here? You feel me? That's really where I just wanted to get at. Like, I'm just like, what's really going on here? So now the strike number two was, while I am home waiting for them again, I guess, you know, they leave the mall. And mind you, I'm texting him the whole time, like when you're gonna come get me and stuff. And he's like, oh, I had to take so-and-so. And here's the thing. So I know you guys are all like, you know, what's up with the guy, you know? And I was thinking the same thing, like, what's up with you? But he was just too nice of a person all the time. So it's like, he always tried to please somebody. So if you call him and be like, oh my God, like, I'm stuck at work, I don't have no ride, he's coming to race and get you no matter who you is. If he claims you as a friend, then that's what he's gonna do. Like, he was really nice for no reason. So he's just like, oh, you know, they said they had they were trying to get their sister. The sister worked at the mall. The sister was talking to his friend. She worked at the mall, so she needed a ride home. So he's like, I went to go up there to go get her, blah blah blah. And they just so happened to wanted to come, and they was already like en route that way. So I'm just like, I really don't care what you saying, but okay, you know, I'm not gonna make it a big deal. So to put on my lashes, I'm going to use the Kiss Lash Couture Super Strong Strip Lash Adhesive, and I love it. It's my favorite. Use it all the time. They are on their way to the mall, whatever, so that's just how they ended up together. So I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever, just make sure you come get me. So now I see she had posted another snap. They're at the movies, all three of them, like all of them. It's just not like her and the girl, it's all three of them. They're all at the movies and stuff like that. So I'm just like, when didn't I say I didn't want to go to the movies? Because I'm really trying to figure out if I'm telling him that I don't like, did I ever tell you that I don't like the movies no more? Like, because I don't understand what's going on, sir. I don't understand. So I'm like, at that point now I'm thinking something. And like I said, my friend was gay, so I didn't think that she was trying to talk to him. But I did think the other girl, like I said, that gave him that look from when we was at Dorney Park, and you know, she's seeing that, oh, he got money and da 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 da. Let me squeeze my little ugly self. Let me not call her ugly. I mean, she ain't better than me, but let me just talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking something is definitely going on. I don't know. It smells funky, and I'm gonna sniff it out. So that was strike number 2. Now strike number 3 that blew it out the park. And then you guys are probably gonna say this is dumb. It's not even that worth it. But she posts like a story now. Another story. This time she is wearing. So my camera died. Sorry y'all. I know this is probably like the worst story time ever because I keep losing my thoughts, all types of stuff. But anyways, so I feel like in today's days, and mind you, like I said, this is when I was like 18, so I don't think much has changed from like this type of stuff. But basically, you know, I feel like, let me do my lips, I'm sorry. If a girl is wearing a guy's chain, it's like you smashing, because you know how niggas feel about their chains. Why would you just be letting anybody put on your chain? Like, I haven't even put on your chain, like, because like I said, I was 18 at that time. I really didn't like even care about that stuff. Like, it's your stuff. It's your stuff. Like, you were my dude that I was talking to and dealing with, but you know, you ain't my boyfriend. So now I'm living. So you know what I did? You know what I did? I sent them a nice little text message about themselves, because I'm like, who do y'all think y'all playing with? I just feel like, who are you playing with? Like, you guys are taking me for an idiot, and I'm not feeling this. So I went off. I ain't gonna pour them. I went off on them. I was just like, you know, it's funny how yada yada yada. First it was y'all going to the movies together, like y'all was on a date. I know y'all on a date. Like, you can't tell me that y'all going to the movies without me and I'm supposed to be talking to you, like, but you're going with them. How does that happen? And before you say like, oh, I'm coming at the girl only, always grounding both of their answers up, because in this scenario, both of them need to get told about themselves, because it's no way that you're sitting out here and talk to me and you out on to the movies with another girl and her friend. I don't care if her friend she gay, whatever. You talking to her, then you wrong, because we're supposed to be building a friendship. Like, I understand, you know, people say like, oh, because, you know, I didn't really know her like that, like she doesn't owe me any loyalty. But how don't you owe me any loyalty if we're all a friend group? Like, we're supposed to be a friend group. Your friend brought you in, this is the dude I talk to, so what's really going on? So basically, she comment back, try to like say like, you know, I don't know what's going on, like what you're saying, like, you know, I don't want him, blah 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 blah. You know how the girls, oh, I don't want him, trying to make it seem like I am going crazy when I know I'm not. You know, people will try to play you like you dumb, but I'm really actually very, very intelligent. I mean, I'm like, so why I look so dark? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Cool. So I was cool off the whole situation at this point. I'm like, these people really think I am dumb. Like, this is crazy. And I'm going back in with more blush, because I love blush. And this is the ColourPop Cosmetics Alice in Wonderland blush, and this is Silence. It's a nice, like, really like reddish color. So I'm like, you know what, I'm over the situation. Y'all can go ahead, be happy with each other, have babies at this point. Like, please just leave me alone and get out my face. So they're like, no, like, I'm taking it the wrong way, you know, let's have a group meeting, because like I said, we're supposed to all be friends. So I'm just like not understanding how every time, it seems like every time now I'm getting left out. I'm just not feeling it whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, let's do this talk. I really didn't want to have a talk because what are we talking about for real? Y'all try to play me and I caught on, and it is what it is. But I'm like, I don't want to like be perceived as like this jealous girl or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not jealous. So, you know, let's have the talk, whatever. Because if I'm tripping, I could own up and say like, you know, my bad, I'm sorry. But like, come on. Y'all sit here and tell me that y'all wouldn't be bugged out if your man just constantly, keeps constantly like leaving you out of stuff, and then your supposedly friends are with him, hanging out with him. Like, that don't make no sense to me. So I'm like, okay, let's have the talk. So we're in the car, we meet up, and then again, this is what pisses me off again, because, well, they were already together, so I'm gonna stall them out. They were already together, and they came and got me. So I'm like, okay. So we parked up, we're sitting in his truck, and we're all, you know, begin to talk. So I'm just like, anyway, you know what, I'm gonna start it. So I'm just like, I don't like how we all supposed to be a friend group or whatever the case may be, but I'm the one that keep getting left out. Like, make it make sense, because I really just don't get it at this point. Why am I always the one? Not nobody else get left out, it's always me. Or, you know, like, if that's the case, we all supposed to be together every time. Not say every time, but damn near every time, because that's the person I'm talking to. How y'all with him every time and I'm not? It don't make no sense to me. So they're just like, you know, oh, it wasn't like that, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. Like, you know, there's no weird stuff going on, I promise you. You know, let's just go back to the house today and everything's gonna be cool. So I really didn't want to, because something would just tell me like, man, they really got me messed up and it's playing in my face. But I was like, you know, let me just be the bigger person. They said that nothing is going on, so nothing's going on. Let's do this. Let's get back to how it's supposed to be. You know, just don't leave me out no more, and I really won't care. That's all I was saying from the jump. So now we decided we're gonna go back to the Jersey house and, you know, continue the shenanigans. So we go back to the house, right? So that's first same day. I'm thinking everything is, even though we had to have that talk, I like basically aired them out on text messages before the talk. For me, it was kind of uncomfortable because I'm like, damn, I just violated y'all and we just all cool again. But whatever, okay, I ain't tripping. So I'm like, all right, we go back to the house now and we go food shopping. Cause like I said, like when we was all a whole big group, it was like a little YouTube family. Like we live in this house, we can be cooking and all that. So we go food shopping and stack up, boom. So now that night, like I had slept with the girls because I didn't want it, like I wanted to like, I guess reopen up to them and not seem like, you know, I'm treating them a certain way. So I slept with them, then like sleeping with him. So I sleeps with them and I wake up the next morning. And when I wake up the next morning, we're like playing around, running through the house. And I didn't notice until this, what I'm about to tell you guys, until I was done like looking back at the video. Because, you know, I always been into the YouTube and all that stuff. So I was recording everything. So I'm recording, we're going to the house. And when I said like, when we was running in the video, you can hear the girl say, why y'all running in my house? Your house? Your house. But like I said, I didn't even notice this until I went back and watched it later. So I'm just, you know, thinking everything is cool, everything is great, whatever, boom. So now the first little weird stuff is we turn on music and we're like dancing, twerking. It's a vibe. I was like, I want to show you guys because I know I definitely have a video for this. So we're all twerking, dancing in the living room. Everything is great, but I still feel like the girl, my friend, and her friend, they was like on live and dancing with each other, and I was, and her sister, they was all live dancing with each other, and I was kind of like in the back. So I'm just like, you know, still feeling away, like still freshly just thinking of like, damn, I really cursed these fools out, and we're just all chilling together again, like whatever. But I felt something. It was just still wasn't right, but I was like forcing myself to like ignore my intuition. My intuition was telling me something is wrong, Talia. So the girl is in shorts, like really short shorts, and a bra. in the dude I'm talking to house. But like I said, I'm not insecure, so I really didn't care. So I'm just like, you know, we're like, you know, whatever, we're all in shorts. I even gave the other girl a pair of shorts, my shorts, so we could twerk and stuff like that. So we're twerking, boom, 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 whatever. So everything is, I'm thinking, you know, we're now at this point, okay, we're vibing, everything is good. Point, you know, time goes on again, and I'm getting left out again. So I'm like, what? You know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing no family meetings, no talks, none of that. F you, y'all is got me messed up. Y'all are trifling, whatever. I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm cool. So you know what I did, I just removed myself from the situation because it was just getting a little too weird for me at that point. I'm just like, you know what, I'm over it. Y'all can have each other, because I don't understand why I keep getting left out. Like, this is really pissing me off. So I just fell back from all of them. I fell back from the group. Like, I still was talking to them and stuff, and just saying like, why is, like, what is going on? Why is everybody being weird? Like, outside of a nigga, like, we supposed to be friends, so I'm not sure what's really going on. So the girl was just telling me like, oh, he said da 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 da, like, you know, you be doing too much and blasey and whatever, and he didn't like how you went off on him and was talking. So that's what it is. But when I went to go ask him, like, yo, did you really say this stuff? He was just like, no, I didn't, blah, 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 blah. So at this point, the girl conjured to, like, basically, she told him things so he could stop talking to me, and then she told me things so I could stop talking to him. So I'm like, but you know, when stuff is real and real gonna come out, especially with me, I'm gonna, what's in the dark will come to light with it, me. God don't miss. So we end up talking and finding this out to each other, and I'm like, well, like, what happened? What was going on between you guys? And he was like we really was just friends and just chilling and kicking it. But like, I guess, you know, once I had cut him off, one night they did go out, and I guess the girl kissed him. And I'm like, so that's all y'all did? And he was like, yeah, that's all we did. And even to this day, I feel like it's bullshit, because that's all y'all did. But I mean, that's what they both said in the end, because how I found out from the girl that that's what happened is I said something to her. I'm like, you know, I feel away because you're supposed to be my friend, and how you gonna try to, like, backdoor me with a nigga? Like, girl, if you wanted a nigga who get money, I could have hit up niggas for you. I got niggas on speed dial, like my brothers, you know what I'm saying, my bros. I could have really put you on, but why did you want the nigga that I was talking to? Like, I don't know what it is. Yo, do you ever relate when it's like nobody wants the nigga? Like, the nigga been single for mad long. Why every time I talk to a guy, the girls want him? Like, bruh, it's my turn. Relax. Like, fall back, you know? But so we end up arguing, and that's how she ended up coming out and saying like what they did, like, oh yeah, that's why I kissed your nigga, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, that's real cute. You know, where you at? What you trying to do? Because it wasn't even like I wanted to fight her because of the nigga. It was more so like, you're being disrespectful now. You're calling me out my name, bitches, all types of stuff. You're purposely trying to like do shit to like put in my face. So like, you know what, I'm not with the talking. What you trying to do? Like, at the end of the day, she didn't want to do nothing. She was acting real scary when I said it, until her friends, you know, piped her up. Well, my friend's sister piped her up and started telling her that she wanted to fight me and stuff like that. So I'm just like, why you didn't want to fight me when I told you let's fight like 2 days ago? Why you want to fight me today? I'm off that, girl. Bye. Me and the nigga is somewhere doing us. So, you feel me? But, like, I know this, like I said, I know this story probably was like all over the place, and I really do apologize for that. Hopefully when I cut it up, it is nice, because I will tell this story over. I don't care. So he ends up finding a text message from all 3 of the girls with somebody else that like he also knew, and they were basically plotting against him to like take his money and just use the nigga. And that's what they were doing, using him till they use him dry. Until one day it was my birthday and his friend hit me up like, hey T, come outside, whatever the case may be, I got something for you. So I'm like, you know, I'm coming outside, what you got for me? And it was him. And I'm just like, what do you want from my life? Like, I don't even want to see you right now. And you know, we just get to talking and stuff, and he's just like, yeah, they used me. And I'm like, good, as they should. I hope they drained your pockets, like, because you don't play me and think like karma ain't gonna get you in the ass. She's gonna double back for me. Are you dumb? Like, karma is never late. She's always on time. That might be when I want to, but she's always right on time. So I'm just like, it took all of that for you to realize what I was telling you, that these bitches is using you, that they wasn't right for you. And I didn't really care about the money. Like, mind you, me and the girl, when we was arguing, she was like, oh, like when we went out, when you come outside, you never have no money. Like, mind you, these girls had jobs. And not to play with nobody who has a 9-to-5 or a job, because listen, running a business ain't easy. Get that job. But I was the one that was like, since 18, I didn't have a job. I was doing my own business. I was a makeup artist, and at this time I was like, you know, coming up in my career. So the fact that it was like you telling me, like, basically you calling me broke, I feel like you're playing in my face. So I'm just like, first of all, and even if that is the case, I'm outside with my nigga, right? My pockets is gonna be broke every time I'm with that nigga. Cause guess what? Take out that money, take out that card, swipe, pay, thank you. I don't have to pay with nothing. I don't have to come out with money. Whole time I come out with money, but what's the point of coming out with money if the nigga you with can't buy you an ice cream cone? Like, and that's the funny part, is that's what she's talking about. We went out to go get ice cream one time, and the dude paid for me. I didn't pay for myself. But why you watching me? Like, this whole time the girl was just picking at little stuff and watching the vibe and seeing stuff. Like, duh, if he has money, let a nigga spend it on you. But like I said, when people aren't used to that, they don't know nothing about that. Like, you don't know what we do when we buy our stuff. You don't know if I take out my wallet sometimes. Like, girl, he's just the type of man that tells me I don't need to take out my wallet. Don't be hating on, don't hate the player, hate the game. You feel me? Or you can hate the player too, because the player doesn't really care. But sprinkle. But yeah, like, I'm just like, you know, that's so corny. Like, girl, bye. But that is officially the story on the time my friend tried to steal my man. And I mean, even though I say try, she didn't get him, because in the end she didn't have him. They wasn't like a thing. It was just one night. They got drunk, they kissed, whatever, boom. He didn't spend no money on you. You know, it was still like a group thing, but in her mind she thought that she had the juice like me and could squeeze her way, make her way in to be the main girl, when he knew, like, you know what I'm saying, he been was trying to talk to me before I even cut him off and stuff like that. He been still was trying to talk to me, but I was just like over the situation. I didn't want no parts of it. But at that point, when he realized, like, you guys are dirty dogs and you guys are crumbs, you know, he knew what was going on. So yeah. I hope this story was even good and juicy enough. But alright, y'all, so that is the story on how the time that my friend stole my man. Okay, we'll try to steal my man or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, you know the drill. Let me know what you thought. You know, was I tripping? Would you react the same way? What? But thank you for watching, and stay tuned to the next video. Bye.